Alright folks, this is Armageddon bringing you another video review. I'm going to try to get this review done. The football game is about to start and I don't like to miss my Panthers. I know that's for those of you that follow football, I know that's a pretty stupid thing to say, but I do live in North Carolina and I am a huge football fan, so I do watch the Carolina Panthers every week, even though they suck. But today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Fall of Cybertron Jazz, and I've already done the Shockwave review of the figures that have released so far. The Optimus, Shockwave, Jazz, and the Combaticons. You know, Shockwave is clearly my favorite, and I like the Combaticons combined. Individually, I think they're some of the worst figures in the world. I don't like any of their robot modes, and I really don't, you know, Vortex maybe I like a little bit, and Blast Off, the two flyers, I like their vehicle modes a little bit, but because you have to combine them, their articulation is very limited, but they do look pretty cool when you combine them as Bruticus, so that's good. But Jazz is my second favorite, and I've got very mixed feelings about this toy. He has a lot of good detail on him. Well, first off, he's a very small car. But you know, like I've said many times, we're seeing that nowadays with the toys. He's very small. But you know, like I was saying, he does have some very good molded detail in him. It's very nice. I guess you would say thrusters back here. Get this gun off. That's his little pistol he comes with. We'll get that off for now. But just like Shockwave, he is a Cybertronian car, because, as you know, the Fall of Cybertron game takes place on Cybertron, so they don't need to take Earth-based vehicle mode. So you're left with this kind of, you know, sporty-looking Cybertronian car, which does look, it's a good representation of what Jazz, I imagine, would look like. You've got pretty cool wheel detail here. On the back side, you do see his legs here and his fist. That's one downside. You got his fists here. You can flip them out. You know, but who wants to do that? But you know, probably my biggest gripe with this vehicle mode is the paint. A lot of reviewers have said it. This is a very, very white paint, and I know that's not coming across very good at all on the camera, but this is just a very drab, very just basic white paint. You know, Jazz in the game, he was a nice gray silver. If they had done the color of these thrusters, or of some of the little molded detail here on the side, if they'd have done this gray right here, or even just a silver, I think it would make the figure look a lot more. I may paint him myself, but you know, that's really my biggest gripe, is just the lack of paint. But let's go ahead and get him transformed. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and fold his arms out like this. Go ahead and bring his legs down, separate them, fold his feet up, and there you go. I mean, there you have his legs. He does have a fairly simple transformation. What you want to do is with the arms, separate, and this part can be kind of annoying. You just want to bring that down, and you'll hear a little click, and with this joint right here on the shoulder, just hear a little click, and bring it down and around like that. Rotate, and there's the, do that for this side, bring this down. I know I did that probably pretty fast, but I'm sorry. Football. Gotta get ready for it. You want to come around here to the back and just fit his head through. It is a pretty tight fit. Now, I've seen a lot of people have different opinions on how this chest should be. The instructions, I believe, actually tell you to kind of leave it like that. No, not like that. The instructions, and this is the biggest gripe with vehicle mode, or with robot mode rather. The instructions actually tell you to leave it like that, but you can see that leaves, you know, like many people said, that leaves a great big cavity there. I don't like that. What I actually like to do is, you unhook him, and if you look right here, these two little, there's one right here, a little peg hole, and I like to snap the side here, and you see this little groove here and groove right there. I like to actually snap that into that little peg, and it takes a little bit of work. Come on, you stupid. Of course I'm not going to be able to do it right now, but and because of this, because of his robot mode, I tend to leave him in car mode. I'm not a big fan of that, but there you go. You just push, and there it goes. And you know, I know that that's not entirely accurate, but it just kind of helps clear up some of this back here, and it makes his, if you transform him the way the instructions say, his chest is very loose. It will dangle down, and it'll just fall over sometimes, and this gives it a little bit more support. And I like him a little more like this, and like this, I really don't mind. You know, he's not as good as the Shockwave, clearly, but this is a good representation of what the Jazz looks like in the video game. Good molded. I do like the color here in the robot mode. You got this real nice blue here. That's a real shiny blue. His hands are just a real dark blue, but you know, you've got the wheels all over him like he was in the show, or in the game rather. Very nice Jazz-like head sculpt on him. He does have his visor. Because of the way the chest is, and because of the way I transform him, it does cover up a good bit of his face. But you know, you can still get some good poses out of him, I think. His weapon here is this little pistol. You know, that's all he comes with. He just comes with that. But you know, Jazz, he likes his little guns. So you just put that on in there, and you know, he looks pretty good. You know, he's not too bad. I didn't like him at first. I didn't like him at all when I got him at first, but he's grown on me since then, and he's pretty cool. Not my favorite at all by any stretch of the word, but he is nice. I do recommend him. The Optimus, I do recommend him over the Optimus for sure. If you can find them. Well, they're all over the place now. I can't go anywhere without finding them, but let's go ahead and get them transformed. Then back, you want to unhook the arms and ratchet that back in. And now this is the hard part. This is the hard part of the robot, or getting it back to car mode. There's a little peg right here. You can see it sticking down, and a little hole on the inside of this door right there, and you really have to rotate and twist to get it to go back in there. It can be very annoying. It's incredibly, you just kind of have to mess with it a whole lot. Do that for this side as well, and rotate his arm around. Oh no, actually I forgot the annoying part. That's annoying too, but the most annoying part is right up here. This chasm you got right here, and the peg that's on the inside of the door. You have to really rotate like that and give it a spin and get that lined up like so. And it can be, do that for this side as well, and it can be a very, there we go, it can be very annoying. You just have to get used to it. I've done it a couple times, so you know, I'm a little bit more used to it, but that's how you do that. Go ahead and fold the legs. Go ahead and connect the legs back. They just kind of slide into a peg there, and fold the feet down, or twist the feet, fold them up, do whatever you want with them. And put his feet, they come apart a lot, so you just put them together. Come on, you stupid figure. He's just a jumbled up mess. That's what this Jazz is. He, you know, and you would, because he's so small, that's what makes it a little more difficult. But you just kind of put everything together, find all the, give him a good little squeeze around, fold his, make sure his hands are folded in, and there goes another piece that just pops out randomly. And you know, most of the time I don't like to put the weapons on the vehicles, but for Jazz it actually kind of works. And there we go. There you have him back into his Cybertronian sports car mode. And that's going to be it. This has been Armageddon's review for Transformers Fall of Cybertron Jazz. Thanks for watching.